Hello. Progressive Web App is a fancy name for a fairly straightforward feature, and that's the ability for a user to install your web app to the home screen of their device and launch it full screen when they tap your icon. Basically, it makes your web app work more like a native app on people's mobile devices. One advantage of adding this install to home screen ability to your web app is that it makes it easier for users to find and open your app on the home screen. Sites like PWA Stats collect statistics backing this up. Recently, I discovered that one of my own web apps is no longer installable to the home screen. When I launch it, instead of loading full screen, it loads up in Chrome like a regular web page. So something must have changed. I think less code is generally better, and so I became curious about what is the minimal set of files and configuration required to have a functioning PWA. I specifically wanted two features. On iOS, it should be installable as a home screen bookmark and open full screen. On Android, I want the same behavior, but I'd also like the install pop-up to show when users visit the site. When implementing the Progressive Web App feature, there are a dizzying array of possible configuration options in the manifest JSON and with service workers and with meta tags as well. And so I spent some time working out what is the minimal set of files and configuration required to turn your app into a home screen installable PWA. You can find the result on my GitHub at minimal PWA, and let's take a quick look through the code. So the first tags you want to include are these mobile web app capable and Apple mobile web app capable. Next, you can use link rel icon to link to an icon. And if you want Apple to pick up the icon too, you should have an Apple Touch icon meta tag. And then the final meta tag you should have is this link to the manifest.json, which we'll get to in a second. In the code itself, you should register a service worker, even if it's completely empty, as that will allow the install button UI to pop up on Chrome. Now let's take a look at the manifest JSON. This was the minimal manifest I could come up with that still triggered the install on Chrome. As you can see, it has two fields, display, standalone, and start URL, which just points to the current URL where the app is already residing. The service worker itself is extremely minimal. Basically, all you need is an empty file, but you must register a service worker if you want the install pop-up to show up. And so that's a minimal set of files, meta tags, and configuration that you need to get a PWA showing up on the home screen in both Android and iOS, with an install button being triggered on Chrome. You can check out the minimal PWA project in my GitHub if you'd like to obtain those files. I hope that helps you turn your own web apps into PWA installable home screen web apps. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.